Guys, welcome to another video. My name is David Pindo. They also call me TipsWithDav. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at advertising for specifically affiliate marketing. Now, I'm sure that you've seen, or maybe you just got started with affiliate marketing and don't know where to get started on advertising, what to do, whether it makes sense for you or not. So I hope this video, first and foremost, gives you the education that you need to understand a little bit more about advertising or traffic generation, which is a primary skill set in any kind of marketing. I'm going to hop onto my computer, share with you more, and get into the details of it because I'm really excited to share with you this presentation. And by the end of this video, I'm also giving you a strategy that has been working personally for me since 2023 in case you need it with affiliate marketing. So welcome first and foremost to the channel, and I'm going to hop on my computer and share with you some more. All right, guys, here I am on my screen. And before I go ahead and talk about the advertising, I want to welcome you to the channel. If you're here for the first time and you're watching this for the first time, welcome. And welcome back for those of you who are coming back to the channel and getting this, getting all the tips that are needed. I created this channel specifically to share about affiliate marketing, to share the tips, strategies, the journey that I have with this lovely skill of affiliate marketing. And I actually created a short course because of everything that I'm sharing, not only with the knowledge on Facebook, but I wanted to actually give you a very strong foundation of what are the essential skill sets that are needed. Okay, so this is a pure education. It's really very affordable as well. And in case you want it at any point of time, in this video that you're watching, you can find it in the description of this video. But I post 3 times a week on this channel, primarily to give you guys tips every single week. So 3 videos is what I post every week. In case you want to subscribe, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. And in today's video, as I mentioned, we're going to go over specifically the advertising strategy. So let's jump onto my presentation that I prepared. But as I said, guys, I'm excited to share with you this information because it is worth it. Okay, let's get into it. All right, guys, here I am on my screen and you can see that I have the presentation. So we're going to be talking about advertising strategies. But before I go into anything, I'm very passionate about affiliate marketing, guys. So if you haven't seen, and I give things, I share with you these strategies, I share with you my journey, which I've been on and off with affiliate marketing for the last 10 years. And I've learned a lot in the process, and I'm following a specific strategy. I do have a full-time job. This is not something that I do full-time, but eventually it will become something that I am doing on a full-time basis. So that's the whole purpose of it. That's the whole journey of it. And I'm documenting that journey on this channel. So as I mentioned, advertising is one of the key, is the main skill set that you need to know with affiliate marketing or any marketing for that matter. The reason being is that if you don't have advertising, the second part, which is the conversion side of actually making that money and making those sales and building that side income or growing your business, is not going to happen. Because if you have a great product, if you have a great service, if you have a great everything, then that's fine. But if you don't have people looking at it, then if you're not advertising it, then what's going to happen? You're not going to get those conversions. So you might have the best offer available, but if you don't have the right funnel system in terms of advertising, then it's going to be difficult for you. Now, I'm saying these different words for you to understand that advertising is the main thing. Now, there are 2 main advertising strategies, guys, or roads that you can take. One is free methods and the other one are paid methods. I'm going to cover both those strategies within this video today. But before I go into it, I want you guys to understand what affiliate marketing is and why advertising is key. Remember, if you're just advertising your store, you can advertise to a lot of people out there. With affiliate marketing, however, it's a little bit more particular. It's a little bit more skill based. Why? Because you don't go and share everything that you have. I'm going to say this in a second also, but you're not going to share with every single person everything that you have. We are recommending products, offers, and services to other people that it makes sense for them to have it. Okay, so if I go into the training itself, what the key thing about affiliate marketing is to know your audience. You need to know who you're speaking to. So I always like to look at affiliate marketing as me going out with my friends, going to a pub, going to a bar, going to a common place, going to a festival, whatever it is. Okay, and I'm having a conversation with these people that I know for some time, and then suddenly they see maybe a bracelet that they like, or maybe they see something that has attracted their attention, which I'm doing or which I'm using, and they ask me more about it. That is the kind of audience that I would then go about and share more information regarding that product or service or offer or whatever it is, right? Because there's an engaging conversation around it. So why not? I know my audience, so this is the right person to share it with, because then there's also a response from the other end. It's not just one directional, right? There is a response from the other end. So knowing your audience is 100% key for me in how I do my affiliate marketing, which is not how everybody does it, but I definitely want to make sure that you understand this logic. It's been the best conversion tactic for myself, but at the end of the day, it's because I'm treating people as people, right? We're not treating numbers behind a screen. We're looking at those numbers as human beings, as individuals, and seeing what story they're telling us as well. So that's a key important factor. And as I said, would you share everything that you buy with someone else, or would you or only if they show interest? It's going to take you time. That relationship, say, let's say the festival that I'm at, right, with my friends, I've maybe spent a month, I maybe spent 2 months, I've maybe spent a year with these people. And that's why I know that going for this festival is a common interest that we have, right? So it's taken me time, it's taken me effort, and not everybody will agree with that friendship that I have. But at the end of the day, or maybe not everybody will agree with the product or the things that I'm saying, but I'm cultivating that relationship with my audience. And this is one of the key elements for affiliate marketing in general. So before we go into advertising, before we go into everything, I want you guys to understand this, because this is applicable for either paid strategies or free strategies, either which ways, okay? So if we look at organic advertising or free advertising, what is the main thing? As I mentioned before, advertising is the fuel to the fire, is something that we do need. It is essential. Therefore, our skill set with regards to it needs to be also on power. And the good thing about advertising, guys, is you can learn along the way. You can make mistakes, and it's absolutely fine. There's no harm or foul in the mistakes that we make, right? So when you're thinking about free advertising, just think about the evolution of the internet itself. Like years and years ago, you had a website that had the information out there, and then you could target your audience by sending people or directing people to that website. Now you have funnels, now you have different things, but even before funnels, you have content. So we're in a day and age right now where YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, TikTok videos, short form video content in general is becoming a way to bridge this gap between the unknown or people who don't know you to now you getting to know your audience, because you are sharing yourself, you are sharing your passions, your hobbies, maybe your interests on regarding a certain topic, and now you're attracting other people to you. So you, before you're even advertising, you're creating this content to bridge that relationship. As I mentioned before, knowing your audience is key. So you're building that relationship. So you're not selling them anything, you're not pitching them anything, you're not recommending them anything. That's not at all the purpose. The purpose is to create content, and that's it, right? And that content is the bridging factor behind it. With the social proof of yourself using those products and services, and then now that conversation is happening. What is the social proof? If I use the example of the festival, guys, it's exactly the same thing. I'm gone. The social proof there is now I'm gone for that festival, and I'm personally using product service that I'm going to be talking to somebody about, right? And I'm using that product service, and it's already you can already see it. And so they've shown interest in something that I already used, so there's already social proof. And now the social proof is getting connected to an audience, to an actual person, right? So social proof definitely helps with your conversion. Can be an entirely slow process to get high conversions, but it is definitely free organic advertising is something that does give you high conversions in the long term. Okay, so think about it that way, that maybe it's not giving the instant gratification that you want right now, but along the way, you're building the bridge. And I'm saying this very clearly, it's a bridge to your audience. You're exchanging your time for an end result that's going to come. All you need to do is be patient with yourself. And let me tell you the pros and the cons behind all of these advertising methods. Okay, so let me take YouTube for example. Guys, I have been posting videos on YouTube for a long time, and I've been consistent with it, I've not been consistent with it, and there has been an ups and downs along the way. And not everybody in my audience likes what I say or likes the way I do it. That's okay. I'm evolving with the skill. I'm exchanging my time for an end result that's going to happen, and that's already giving me a very positive return. But in the long term, it's going to give me even more, right? So the end result is much higher, but it's a slow process of exchanging my time. And it will test you, okay? There are not every day that I get high conversions or higher click-through rates with my videos, and that's absolutely fine. The important thing is to learn from it and have a right mindset, and that's where it will test your mind, it will test your body, it will test you as an individual. And free advertising or free organic advertising is not for everybody. So I know that a lot of people do talk about it, and maybe that's why in this specific moment of time of when I'm shooting this video, also faceless content is really the popular thing or the trend at the moment, because people are attracted to the fact that they don't have to put their face on screen and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, trust is definitely something that doesn't have a high evolution in faceless content. However, with faceless content, this is something that is there. Therefore, the conversion rate is higher. I'm just saying. Okay, so this is free advertising. How can you get started with free advertising? Strategy is simple. Just pick a social media platform. I'm just telling you this right now, and stick with it and get better at it. Most of the social media platforms out there at the moment, guys, have what we have a monetizing strategy within it. So for example, let me use Facebook as an example, or YouTube as an example, or even TikTok as an example. You become a content creator, and at a certain point of time, you can start to now generate have a subscription, have stars, or some things to monetize it along the way. So even before you actually go ahead and share people your affiliate products or services, you're already getting that journey of a content creator. Your social media apps have built in this structure that is so much easier than before. Before you had to create it and everything else. Right now, it's just there. It's available for you. They're telling you what to do. Start to create reels, start to do this. And it takes you step by step along the way. So it's not for everybody, as I said, but if you do like it, it's a very, very positive return of your time and investment in general, because of the way the effort that you put into it at the end of the day. So now let's move on to paid advertising, guys. I want to keep this really concise and clear with this training. So paid advertising, never ever, I would suggest never ever get started with paid advertising until you have a consistent daily flow of leads. Why? Now this I would say only for those people who do like to get started with free organic traffic, advertising, and then getting into paid advertising. If you want to get started with paid advertising from the get-go, you have to be aware of certain things. One is that you're going to be spending money. Doesn't mean that you're going to be getting return of your investment or return of the money that you're spending immediately. Why? Because maybe you don't know the skill sets of copywriting. Maybe you don't know the skill sets of how do you talk to your audience in the right way. If you're just pitching all the time, what happens to those cold leads that are coming in? They get annoyed because you're just selling and that's it. And you know what a door-to-door salesman also, how much the success rate is there. Okay, I don't have to tell you that, but imagine 10 people, 20 people, 30 people are just knocking at your door, and maybe you will have 3 people who will convert. So selling may not be the best option. Okay, and your conversion rate can improve over time. So as you get better with your skill sets, as you get better with your copy, you start to get better with this conversion rate as a whole. So that's the first thing I wanted to mention. Never get started with paid methods until you have a consistent flow of leads, and a consistent flow of leads that you can then now monetize into actual sales. It's one of the pros really, guys, for paid advertising is that it's great for scaling up and making a return of the amount that you put in. So let's say you put in $10 and now you're getting a few sales, let's say 3 or 4 sales, and each of those sales are $97. You've got a return on your investment just because of the fact that you have spent a certain amount of money, but those few sales that you've got are getting you the income that's needed. Okay, you're not going to get a high conversion rate always. That's the thing. You got to spend money to make money. Okay, this is how paid advertising works. It can cost you if you do not know what you're doing. This is just something that is very important. So I always say, therefore, spend your first, if you do decide to get with paid advertising, spend your first 12 months of paid advertising just collecting data. My personal experience with paid advertising, I got started, guys, this year, and in last year in 2023, I got started with a different strategy focused on paid advertising. But my mindset was, I'm going to be buying advertising for the entire year. I'm going to see my conversion rate, and then the next year after that, I'm going to improve that conversion rate and start to grow it further on. So I'm at the stage of growth right now. But I spent the last year of consistently every single week buying advertising, and I was collecting my data, I was collecting the information. And now a year later, I have sent over 190,000 leads, I think emails, sorry. And that gives me a lot of data to start functioning and start working on specific aspects, right? So your email, how do you get your best email conversions? What is your page converting at, and so on and so forth. So you're collecting the data. Again, even paid advertising is not for everybody. At the end of this training, I want to ask you, what is the benefit? Do you want to get started with free advertising? Do you want to get started with paid advertising? It's really a choice that you need to make. However, as I mentioned, either which ways, you have these main two strategies. And within these strategies, you can get started with so many things, okay? With free organic traffic, for example, advertising, you can get started with Pinterest if you want to be faceless for some time and then go on to something else. So there's many, many methods to get started, but it's either one of the two. And sometimes even when people get started with or go to paid advertising, they cannot keep up with it. So it may not be for you and you can just stick with free organic traffic. Either which ways, it is one of the crucial elements within the affiliate marketing structure. So I hope you got the image of going out with your friends, festival talks, and just sharing with you these things. If you want to learn more about, as I mentioned, the strategy that I personally use, it is basically, let me just go ahead and show with you. It's in this course called Affiliate Marketing Essentials. And I talk to you guys about a very affordable strategy of using, I specifically use paid advertising, but I go through the essentials of copywriting and advertising in general to give you the skills so that you can go ahead and do whatever you need to do with any kind of marketing. It's not only applicable to affiliate marketing, but anything out there. So guys, this is a Friday. I wanted to talk to you about the strategy. I wanted to give you a good enough training. So I hope this was useful for you. You know, when you do these things now as a free, let's say free organic traffic, what are you doing with the free organic traffic? Where are you sharing your link? You're sharing it on social media platforms, on your blogs, on different things like that. When you're using paid advertising, you're using specifically those paid advertising platforms to share or to send your link out there. And this is how you get the word out. Okay, you have to get that traffic going in to a system itself that does the conversion for you. Otherwise, it's just going to take you a lot more time to get this running. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I hope this video was educational, that was useful for you. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I'm going to see you guys on the next video for on Monday, actually, for another video on cash flow. Have a great day and keep paving the way for your dreams to come true.